boy, can you spare a dime? A dime was hard to find in the hills of Caroline. Born around Greenville, he worked in a cotton mill from the tender age of 6. He's now famous for the 1919 baseball fest. He battled Ty Cobb for the title while Babe Ruth stole his swing. Giving Black Betsy joy, the crowd would sing as a boy. He could hit that thing, he slammed them blue darters in Saturday specials, while the crowd filled his little brother's hats with Liberty dimes and Indian nickels. Hey, Joe, say it ain't so. Sorry, kid, but I swear that ain't true. Now Shoeless Joe Jackson swung a mighty bat, son, in that World Series play. There in 1919, he had 12 hits to his name. But old Judge Kennesaw, Mountain Landers, thought Joey was a slacker-shear, so he banned him from baseball forevermore.
Hey everybody, welcome to Greenville, South Carolina. It's the county, Greenville County, the county of my birth. So yeah, kind of come back home a little bit. But today's story focuses around somebody that was so good at something, but then again, by the end, he could no longer do it anymore. And he's buried just right over here. So let's take a walk. Came to Greenville, and not too far down the road in Greenville County was where I was born and raised. Spent my first 12 years, my formidable years down there, and I played Little League baseball for the Simpsonville Little League in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and heard about this guy who also played baseball, and ended up becoming banned from baseball. And I'm standing right here with him right now, and the man we're talking about is this guy right here. So I had to be quick. There's a few funerals going on here, and being mid-afternoon, it's kind of like the designated time for those things to go on. It's kind of chilly too, and I'm walking through the shade and it's extra cold. But so yeah, that's Joe Jackson. That's Greenville native, baseball legend. He compiled stats and numbers in baseball that would rival the greats of his era, which would be Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth and all the early guys from the dead ball era. He, as a matter of fact, throughout his entire career, for the exception of his rookie season, he hit over 300, and of course he had a very decent career lifetime average over 300. But yeah, he had a ridiculous baseball career, and it all culminated when he played for the White Sox in Chicago, the Chicago White Sox. And it was then in 1909 that they reached the World Series. And if you haven't yet and haven't learned the story, Joe Jackson had the nickname Shoeless Joe, hence the cleats along with the baseballs around his tombstone. So he was nicknamed Shoeless Joe because one day And this is the story that I was given, is he was running late to a baseball game, and in haste he was trying to get to bat because it was his turn to bat, and in all that rushing to get around, he went up to bat with only one shoe, so they called him Shoeless Joe Jackson. But yeah, he went to go on to play in the 1919 World Series, and that's where everything began to unravel for Joe and his teammates. If you haven't seen the movie 8 Men Out, or even Field of Dreams for that matter, the character of Shoeless Joe Jackson is one of the main portrayers of that. And so the story goes that members, to include Joe Jackson and his teammates, the members of the Chicago White Sox, fixed the World Series in a way where they could profit off of it, basically throwing the games and cheating. So it was a huge cheating scandal, and the commissioner of baseball got wind of it and found it out, and banned Joe Jackson and his teammates, banned them for life in baseball. Now, how significant is that? Well, in recent times you would see that the like Pete Rose got banned from baseball. Pete Rose was a tremendous hitter as well, and so he got banned from baseball, and as the making of this video, Pete just died, actually. So he died always wanting to be in the Hall of Fame, and it meant so much to these guys to go on and be in the Hall of Fame, and they spent their entire lives preparing themselves to be the great baseball players that they were. And so yeah, it's sad, and that's where that whole saying of the little boy going up to Joe Jackson and that phrase, "Say it ain't so, Joe." So that's where it came to be. So I'm gonna continue walking around this cemetery and kind of see what else I can get into before I head on out of town and go back home for the holidays. So I know this is a quick video, and I kind of want to just tell the story of our local hero here, and so I guess all in all, with that being said, this video's history.